Hey Fish Tube, how's it going? So today we're going to just do a quick tour of the fish room. I'm going to kind of go through what I've been up to the last couple weeks and some of the changes being made and the breeders I picked out. I've set up a few tanks with some breeders and we'll kind of go over that today. So the first one I want to talk about are my orange Discus, and these are future breeders. So I have spawned all the smaller ones, and the bigger one I found actually at a front here in Salt Lake City. So they'll be ready probably around February, I'm guessing. And I'll probably do one more split where I'll pick out 3 or 4 of the top. So there's 8 there now, or 7 or 8. So that's my goal, is to breed these out, and these are my second generation. Now, many of you know about the wild female with the gill problem. I have good news. She did stop eating for a while, but she actually she's eaten for the last 2 days. So she's eaten pellets and shrimp. So she's looking better. She's lost a ton of weight, and I put her with the male because he was stressing out a little bit too, and he got a little pumped up, and he wants to breed, but she's not even close to ready. So I got to fatten her up a little bit. So he's actually behind that screen so they can see each other. They seem to do a lot better if they can see each other. So this way I can fatten her up. But you can see right here, she's actually opened up her fins a little bit. And one thing you'll notice is her gill rate. She's actually been healed. Whatever the gill problem was is healed. So I did do a potassium permanganate on her PP treatment, so I think that helped. These are my future breeders for next year. These are all the ones I've spawned. They're the reds and the blues. So these, and there is a half wild mix in there too. So these will be probably split up one more time, and then I will breed out the top ones. So I have blues and reds and browns. All very pretty fish. So my albino green dragons have finally spawned. I've had them for about a year now, and I put them in a tank about 2 weeks ago, and I gave them soft water, and there's the male. So they have spawned once already, and he's on eggs again. 2 males in there, and these are the spawn. There's probably about 20 of the albino, and then probably 10 of the green dragon. Now, the strain isn't very strong, so I'm hoping by doing the albino I can get better green color out of them. So I'm pretty stoked about these guys. These are my half Heckel Blue face cross, Mystic Red cross, and I put them together about 5 days ago, and they are starting to bow a little bit, so I think they're about ready. Now they are a little frisky. They are getting to know each other, and they're pushing each other around that tank and stuff. Nothing too severe. If you guys know cichlids, when they want to fight, they get pretty brutal. So I believe this is a spawning ritual, and I'm keeping a close eye on them because they're both very special fish. And the one smaller female was actually raised here in Salt Lake City, and then the male was picked up at the waterfront and sold and then brought back in, and I actually picked him up. So you can see that Heckel bar on him, and they both have a slight blue face, which is really awesome. So hopefully I can breed these, but we will see. They're showing all the signs, but you just never know. So, and I did do the male female from one of my videos that I explained how I pick out males and females. So I believe the one in the front there is the female and the one in the back is the male. But that's not 100%, but I'm about 95% because just the way they're acting, that's usually how they act, want to breed. Alright, this is my L number pleco tank. This is a grow out tank. So these are it has the L397, which is the Alecrim Tiger, very small. The L134, which is the leopard frog pleco. They are the medium size. There's one tucked in the corner there. And then the other one is the L333, which is the king tiger. Now these are my pigeon blood pair that I've been struggling with for a while. They've actually raised 1 discus. So I don't know. They've actually eaten the eggs twice, but they just got moved in this new tank. So I'm going to give them a little bit more time to figure it out. It's just one of those things. Some pairs get it and some pairs don't, and they struggle. So I think changing the tank has really stressed them out. Now my midnight rams have spawned again. I'm trying to get these to take care of their own fry in the tank. Pulling is just so much work, and I just don't have time to do it anymore. So if they can figure it out and keep those fry alive in that tank, then we'll go forward with them. I will feed them infusola and vinegar eels and stuff like that. But I've let these tanks just mature, so you can see that's on top of that cone, and that male is covering those eggs right now, and he's been on top of them for a day now. So we'll see. In really soft water. These are my favorite catfish. These are the Synadontis Petricola, and they are exactly 2 years old in next month, and they are finally spawning. And that's the thing with catfish, is it takes a long time for them to mature and spawn. So breeding behaviors, the females are fat, they go into that cave, so I will pull that cave that's marbles on the bottom with a screen. I will pull that probably in a few days to see if there's eggs in there. So they're egg scatterers, and they do predate on their eggs, so this is why we have to separate the eggs. But the way they are acting, I'm pretty confident they're spawning finally, because I've spawned these probably about 30 years ago, and one of my favorite catfish. But what's really cool is I've actually got some other Synadontis that I've always wanted and never got. So it's hard to get these guys because they're brand new. These are the Synadontis Lucipinnis. Now if you look at them, they look almost the same, but a purist will tell you that they're not even the same as far as crossing. Now there is people that say they have been crossed in the hobby, but I'm going to keep them separate. These are my red koi angels. These are my spawning pair. So they've spawned about 200 fry, and they actually ate the eggs just a couple days ago. Now this is a big male that I'm trying to keep. I want to breed him down the road. He didn't pair up, but with his coloration, I really like that he doesn't have much white on him. So he's going to stick around, and then I'm going to pull 12 of their fry and then cross them with him as they get older. Spawn pretty quick. So these are the parents again, and then you'll see the fry coming up. The fry are for sale. They're about 2 months old. There they are, looking good. So not many defective fins in this one. So that's one thing with the koi angels, is they get that pectoral fins missing. These are the Dwarf Neons. These are ready to sell too. These are about 2 months old, and one thing I like about the Dwarf Neons is they grow pretty quick for a rainbow fish. So these are ready to go. Alright, and then next we have these Discus. These are the Discus I've separated from my breeders. They're all really nice Discus, but I have to slim it down because of space. So these are been picked out for certain reasons, but they're still great looking fish. And this is my community tank that I didn't do water changes for 75 days on, and you can see how good the fish look. I think the plants are the key to not doing massive water changes. So I finally did a water change the other day. So if you enjoy this content and it's something you want to get in the future, please think about subscribing. I want to thank all my subscribers, and the channel is growing amazing, and I appreciate you all, and the content will just come in. Thanks everyone. Have a great day. Bye.